Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this week's reading. I'm working with the Psychic Tarot. As always, these readings are general readings, so they may or may not resonate with you, but my intention is that if you're watching this video right now, there is a message for you. And so take the parts that resonate with you and let go of the parts that don't. These cards want to come out. So I feel drawn to pull out 4 cards, and we're going to see what messages and how it flows, okay? Okay, we have a 3rd card here as well. Okay, that's a lot of cards. Just one more, please. Okay, this one's sticking out. Okay, so let's start with the first card. The first card we have is emotional loss, okay? This is the 5 of Cups. Now, okay, now what I'm getting with this is this has to do, as you can see, these spirals, they're going backwards. It's like, I feel with this card that you're too focused on all the things that didn't work for you. Okay, you're focused on the losses, you're focused on hurts from the past, and you know, even things like he said, she said, that's also what I'm getting. These wounds or these pains or whatever these painful situations are can be, as you know, it can be like can go right up back to your childhood, okay? But what I'm getting with this is it's time to let this go. It's time to heal those situations, and I understand that it's not easy. I feel that you're trying to move forward, but whenever these situations or these thoughts creep up about all these past hurts and wounds, it's like it's still fresh, okay? It's still fresh, and this card is just saying that have compassion for yourself and be there for yourself, and understand that you need to be there for you, okay? Rather than waiting for someone to come and save you. And I mean this, I'm saying this with the most love and respect for whoever is watching. It's just that, you know, you have to understand that you are the source of your love, you are the source of your healing, and you are ever connected to the divine. See this light here, like you are connected to the divine, and no matter what happened, no matter what the wound is, it can be filled back with love. It can be filled back with light, okay? And I know some of these wounds are very deep, and it's not that easy. You know, some people just say let it go and just release it, but it takes its own sweet time, and we have to accept that aspect as well. You know, sometimes you'll talk to a friend and you say, I haven't yet healed this pain, or I haven't been able to, or even to yourself you may realize that you haven't healed completely from past wounds, and that's okay, because sometimes you need that time. You need that time, and these things release with time, and sometimes they don't, and sometimes they change our personalities, or they change the way we think. But what I'm getting with this is, don't allow it to fester within you. Don't allow it to create negativity for you, or to create anger issues or things like that. Like, keep your system clear, okay? And I always believe that forgiveness has to do more for you than the other person, because when you are unforgiving, you are bound to that situation or person. Now that doesn't mean that you go back to the person or go back to the same pattern, especially when you realize it's creating so much hurt for you. The thing is that you realize that it creates hurt, and you create those boundaries for yourself. At the same time, you heal yourself and you detach from them. Like you try to you know, uncord yourself, rather than what happens is when you hold unforgiving thoughts, you're still attached to those situations and those people. But when you surrender and you say, okay, I take back responsibility of those parts where, you know, where I think I messed up, or you know, I'm going to release this aspect, those aspects which are holding me back, rather than holding in anger or judgment or whatever it is. And you release those things with love so that you can move forward. So this card is mainly, what I'm feeling is a card of regrets. It's a card of regrets. It's a card of that's calling you to heal those wounds, because there is so much light coming in. And sometimes with these spirals here, it almost feels like maybe you feel you went through a healing, you feel better, and then all of a sudden there's a trigger and comes back, and there's another trigger and it's coming back. But what's coming up is coming up for a reason. It's coming up for your attention. It's coming up so that you can finally release it and move on from it. And I want to move fast with these videos because they get cut short if they're too long. So the next card, we have another 5-year. It's conflict and defeat. Now again, this is a card where you're just feeling so tired. You're feeling tired of these situations is what I'm getting. You're feeling tired of these defeats and things that are, you just feel like there's like one defeat after another. Okay, but what I'm getting is that you focus on your positivity, you focus on your light. Don't allow these situations, like this is the 5 of Swords, okay? This is like betrayals and heartbreaks and you know, situations where there's one-upping, or there's just always making you feel defeated in some shape and form. And what I'm getting is that you're too focused on these losses. You're too focused on everything that's not worked for you so far, and all these people that have hurt you or betrayed your trust. But this card is also telling you that even though it's all this darkness and gloomy, there is this little candle here, and it's telling you not to lose hope in yourself, not to lose faith in the divine. Know that God has a greater plan for you. And yes, those people did betray you, but you learned so much and you gained so much. You gained insight from that. You're much wiser now, and there's no sense holding on to this pain with this card here. Okay, all right, so as we move forward, we have the third eye. Okay, the third eye. The third eye is located somewhere here between your eyebrows, and it is the center of your intuition. Okay, it allows you to see beyond. It gives you those visions. You know, when you say visions in my mind's eye, some of you are getting dreams, some of you are getting actual visions of certain things in your life, or even things from your past lives. Okay, and what I'm getting with this card is, yes, there was all this pain that you went through, but it almost feels that pain is for a purpose. They're saying, don't get caught up in these things, don't get caught up in these things that are bringing you down, but keep your focus on the vision that we are showing you, that this is the higher center. Okay, this is your seat of intuition. Your intuition is guiding you something. But if you stay focused on the negative aspects, it can literally drag you down. It can literally drag you down. So this card right in the middle is telling you that yes, all this happened. There is no denying that. There is no denying the pain and, you know, the betrayal and the heartbreak and everything that you went through. But Spirit is saying, we're giving you a vision. We're giving you an idea. We're giving you something that is not here, but stay focused. This card to me is telling me to stay focused. And then lastly, we have sacrifice. Sacrifice, okay? You have been in a state of limbo for so long. She's in this murky waters. She's in this murky waters, and it's almost like you feel like you're stuck, or you feel like you're in a standstill. But look at this image carefully. Yes, there is murky waters, but there's this beautiful rainbow above her crown chakra. I feel almost like the lotus flower that blooms in the murkiest waters. That's what I feel with this. Yes, you've been through all this gunk and stuff, but look what has come out of it. Like, you have literally transformed yourself. You've taken all this pain and everything and you transform. And I feel you're still transforming it. Look at the light behind her. They're like rainbow colors. And what I'm getting is, yes, you can choose to stay stuck here, or you can choose to move forward. It almost seems like a choice. By no means am I discrediting. These two cards are pretty heavy duty. I mean, they do tell me that it's difficult, it's not easy, these challenges that you have been through. Yes, absolutely. But there is hope. There is hope. There is a new vision. Spirit wants you to have a new vision, especially with the third eye here. And this card, it's like, don't do the things that you did in the past the way you did it. There is a better way for you. You deserve a better life. There is a new dawn awaiting for you. A new life, a new way of being and thinking. And this is what Spirit wants for you, okay? Spirit wants you to align with your higher purpose. I also feel like you have been praying for answers. You have been praying for guidance. And this card is saying, look for the signs. We're sending you signs. Don't get caught up in this. Yes, what you went through was difficult and hard, but now you're moving towards something better. We're taking you in that direction, but you need to follow through. Even if it doesn't make sense to you. I don't feel like it doesn't make sense to you. It's just like you can't see the complete picture, but you know it in your heart. And look at her. She's so calm and she's focused up at the rainbow. It's like, you know the rainbow's there. You know there is hope. You know there is spirit. You know your spirit guides are guiding you. And this card is saying, yes, just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward on that path. Don't get caught up in this. Don't get caught up in this. So this is an interesting week of healing your heart, releasing, also understanding your journey, but yet moving forward in faith. I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching.